My purpose word is mirror. And to me, that means that when you're approached to solve a problem, or you maybe just need to give some words of advice, people usually are wanting a different perspective. And that's the thing about a mirror, is you can look at it from a different angle and get a completely different view. So I hope sometimes that that's what people come to me for, is that different point of view. So my children are growing up and moving out of the house. And I'm finding that it is impossible for me to give up being mom, being responsible for their day-to-day activities, being responsible for them eating every day, going to work, going to school, all the things that I've been responsible for the past 22 years. I now have to hand the reins over to them. So I got a dog so that I could be responsible for something again, because it's very difficult to give up that kind of role of being just mom, and it definitely changes. Peace for me is not the quiet and the solitude of myself. Peace for me is being surrounded by people I love, and it being noisy and loud, and I'm thinking like Thanksgiving, Christmas, when my family's all together and there's 3 of us, and I have 4 kids, my sister has 4 kids, my other sister has 2 kids, then you add the brother-in-laws, and the house is full, and I cook for people, and I mean, we basically are in the kitchen for days, and that to me is the most peaceful moments of my life. At my last job, I was a help desk technician for about 4 months, and we helped senior citizens with computers. And I think I realized I had the power to do something meaningful when I was assisting the elderly with how to use a computer. There's just a sense of wonder and awe in someone who goes onto a computer for the first time and realizes that all these doors they thought that were shut to them, and all these avenues of communication that they didn't know were out there, all of a sudden are right there at their fingertips. They can see their grandkids on Facebook. They can, communicate through email to their children, and all of a sudden they're alive again and they're vibrant. And to me, that was one of the most amazing things I've ever done in my life, is just to get and sit and talk on the phone with someone who was lonely and a shut-in, and show them that the world was right there for them. And I think I always got more out of those calls than they did. I mean, it really made me feel good at the end of the day. Advice to me is someone telling you something that they've learned the hard way. So I honestly think that any advice you give is going to come from somewhere deep in your heart. And so for me, I always look back at a time in my life when it was really, really dark, and I felt very like I'm deep down in the well, there's no light at the tunnel, and I literally had nothing left but hope. And so my advice to anybody ever is, when you get lost down in that tunnel and you really think there's no light, just keep going. Just keep going, because it's there.